Hey guys, Cece back with another video. In today's video, we're gonna talk about all the products that I bought at Sephora this year. Watching me or my channel, make sure you go ahead and click that subscribe button. Also make sure you go ahead and click the little notification bell right next to the subscribe button so you can always be notified of all of my future videos, because you never want to miss a single upload. You also want to make sure you're following me on Instagram at Heeeeeyyy, and also subscribe to my family vlog channel right here on YouTube at Bradley Party of 6. Today I have a good one for you guys. I did this video last year and you guys seem to love it, so I thought I would do it again this year. I spent quite a bit of money at Sephora. And before we even get into that, let me just give a little disclaimer. I hate giving these disclaimers, but I always have to. I'm not doing this to brag. If you guys have been watching my videos, you know me, and you know that's not even what I'm about, okay? So I'm not doing this to brag in any way, shape, or form. I know 2020 has been a rough year for a lot of people. And so I do this video strictly as entertainment. So if this video offends you in any type of way, I have plenty of other videos that you can watch. Just click off of it, okay? I don't need the negative comments. I know I spent a lot of money on makeup this year, but my bills are paid, my children are fed, honey, and that's all that matters, all right? This makes me happy, all right? And I like to do these videos also to show you that you don't need to spend all this money on makeup. I do it because it's my hobby, it's something that I love, and if it's something that you love, honey, spend away, okay? All right, spend away, make it rain at Sephora. But you don't need to spend all this money on makeup. If you don't do something like this or just love to try new makeup, kind of like I do, there's no need to have drawers and drawers full of makeup. It's stupid, it expires, it doesn't make sense. But I'm doing this video strictly for entertainment purposes, so if you have an issue with it, I have like 700 other more videos for you to watch. So go ahead and check out one of those. All right, but for those of you who actually want to see this content, I have to breathe before I say this because it even shocks me. At Sephora this year, I tallied it all up. In 2020, I have spent $2,459.69. That's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. So I spent that at Sephora this year buying lots of products. I showed you guys probably all of them, and I went back through some of the purchases from the beginning half of 2020 because for the most part, I'm still using the purchases from the second half of 2020. Before the first half, I just kind of wanted to go back and see if those are products that I'm still using, I'm still loving, if I still think the purchase was worth it, and I thought I would share that with you guys. So if you want to see this video, let's go. Oh, also, if you guys want to see me do this with Ulta as well, then just let me know and I'll try to get that video out for you guys soon also. Alright, so let's talk about it. First up on my list is the Farsali Liquid Powder Oil Balancing Serum. Do I still use it? Do I still love it? Would I repurchase it? Do I still use it every now and then? Do I still love it? Would I repurchase it? Probably not. Now let me explain. I do still use this every now and then because I bought it and it was not cheap. So I did buy it and I want to use it up. Do I still love it? I just feel like it's more effort than it's worth. Like using this is more effort than just kind of blotting some powder on my face and getting rid of the excess oils. It does work and it does work well, but it's just more effort than I'm willing to give. You know what I'm saying? So that is the reason that I wouldn't repurchase that. Next is the Bite Beauty Foundation. This is the Bite Beauty Changemaker Supercharged Micellar Foundation. This one is in the shade T110. It was actually my perfect shade. This is actually a really nice foundation. I think I used it like that first month that I got it. Maybe that first month, maybe a little bit after that, after I got it, and then I don't think I've picked it up since. So I've had this foundation for months, have barely used it. I definitely want to take it out and put it in my next Shop My Stash. I am going to resume my Shop My Stash videos very soon, but I think that's what I'm going to do, is actually add this to the Shop My Stash because this was a really nice foundation. I just kept buying foundations and found myself continuously using different ones. So this one I want to give a try again and just, you know, remember how I feel about it, because I really can't remember. As of right now, I am on a foundation freeze. I'm not buying any more foundations, and so I'm going to use up the ones I have. So no, I would not repurchase this if I ran out of it today, but I am going to try to use it. Fenty mascara. Now you guys know your girl's a stan for Fenty. I love me some Fenty. Like, I don't play about my Fenty. However, that being said, the mascara, it's a good one, but there was one that came out right around the time this one came out, and that was the Anastasia Beverly Hills mascara. Now, I keeps it real with y'all. That mascara was better. It was better. It just was. Overall, I mean, the packaging looked really similar, but overall, the actual formula of it, the brush, everything was just better for my lashes. So would I repurchase this? I would repurchase that one over this one. Next on my list is the Hourglass concealer. This is bae right here, all right? So this one I definitely would repurchase. Probably not right this second because I got a lot of concealers. But if I were to use this up, like probably the next sale at Sephora, I would definitely repurchase this concealer. I think it's just an amazing concealer. Has great coverage, looks amazing under the eyes, non-cakey. I love it. Same goes for the McGrath concealer as well. This is such an amazing, creamy, blendable, just everything concealer, okay? I did do a comparison video because these two came out like right around the same time. So I did a comparison video on these two. So I will make sure that video is linked in this video if you have not seen them. But honey, you need at least one of them, all right? I don't think you need both, but I think you need one. Speaking of McGrath, along with that concealer, she came out with the Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Blurring Under Eye Setting Powder. This is one of my favorite pressed under eye setting powders. And I don't really love pressed under eye setting powders. They seem to get cakey up underneath the eyes, and sometimes they just really don't look good. This is what it says to be. It's very blurring. It doesn't like settle into your fine lines, and it sets your concealer nicely. It's not a matte finish. It's more like a natural satin finish underneath the eyes. Everything just looks good and seamless, and you just look amazing with the setting powder right here. And you guys, I'll make sure to have all these products linked below if you're interested. But I mean, this is a really, really, really good powder. Like really, really good. Just like satin, buttery finish. I can't say enough good things about it. So yes, this is one that I am happy that I purchased. On to the next one. I'm gonna pop it up on the screen because it's upstairs in my bathroom. It's the Pharmacy Green Clean Makeup Remover Balm, whatever you call it. It'll be down below. But that's what it is right here. I've talked to y'all about this a million times. This is one of my favorite products. I actually discovered this product through a BoxyCharm, and I've been hooked. Like hooked ever since. And so this is definitely one of the products that it's just one of my all-time favorites. Like if we're talking skincare, this is one of my all-time favorites. It's one of the ones that I've run out of 2 of them, and I've ran to repurchase. Like I knew I was running out, and I got on Sephora's website and was like, I need to have another one come in, you know? Between this and the Patrick Star Makeup Dissolving Mist, between those two, I go through those like crazy. And I'll pop that Patrick Star on the screen as well, because that one is another holy grail of mine that I bought in 2020 that I absolutely love, love, love. That, I think that was the second half of 2020 purchase, but either way, it's amazing. I have a full review on it, and it just gets my makeup off so well. I love it. So let's talk about something that I barely used, that I totally didn't need, and that's the Too Faced Peach Concealer. This is the matte instant coverage concealer, but I got it in the shade Peach. This was so unnecessary. I've probably used it 3 or 4 times, and I used it to like cut out my brows, but I have plenty of concealers for that. I didn't need to spend $20-something on another one just to do that. It was unnecessary. Like I said, I barely used it. I barely use potted concealers, period. So I knew I wasn't gonna use this. Why I bought it, I don't know. I don't know. And they didn't even have my right shade. So when I do use a potted concealer, that's when I'll use it if I have a blemish or something to cover up. But they didn't even have my exact shade, so I really couldn't even use it for that. And I still bought it. Like, I don't know, girl. But it was unnecessary, and I wish I wouldn't have. So let me pop one more product up on the screen for you guys right here. This is the Summer Fridays Lip Butter Balm. One of my favorite lip balms, hands down. It's in one of my purses upstairs. Can't find it right now, but I just used it the other day. So I know it's around here somewhere, but I just can't find it right now. But I couldn't let this video go by without talking about it because that has become one of my favorite lip balms, like, of all time, very, very quickly. I just think that's, oh, it's just an amazing product. I like Summer Fridays as a whole, their brand as a whole. And when I run out of that lip balm, I'll be repurchasing it. Let's talk about the Sephora Pro Bronzer Brush number 80. Y'all know my love for Sephora brushes. I know I'm like fingering it like this real weird, but y'all know my love for Sephora brushes. I love them so much because they're so soft and they're such good quality. I don't have any issues out of them. The ferrule doesn't come loose. They don't shed on me. None of that, okay? None of it. And these brushes are just amazing. I love this. I use this one more for a powder brush. It's a little big for a bronzer brush for my taste, so I use it for an all over powder brush, but I love this brush and I just think it's so amazing. And yes, I'm happy I purchased this guy. All right, I have another disappointment. And I don't want to say the product is a disappointment because it's not. It's more so me and my taste. And I knew I wasn't going to really wear this blush, but I like had to have it for some reason. This is the KVD Everlasting Blush in Poppy. Look at this color. When do I wear this color? Why would I even buy this color? Can y'all start talking me out of stuff? Like, I feel like y'all be encouraging me. You know, y'all know who you are, okay? Y'all be in my DMs trying to encourage me to buy stuff. Talk me out of this. Like, why did I pick this up? I'm not gonna wear this color. It's ridiculous. I'm like, I want to try the Kat Von D blush, but I don't want to get the same color. So I'm gonna get this other color that I just know I'm not gonna use. Like, if that's the case, I don't need to buy the product. And I'm learning myself, okay? 2021 gonna be different. We're gonna turn over a new leaf because we're not gonna do this no more. We just not. Fenty. Now here are products that, y'all, I don't regret a single red cent that I spent on these, okay? And they are my Fenty cream blushes and bronzers. Phenomenal, phenomenal formula. They're blendable, they're pigmented, but not too pigmented where you like, whoa, what did I just put on? They're amazing. Like, she couldn't have done better with these. She couldn't have done better with them, okay? So for the cream blushes, I have Honey Glaze. I'm sorry, bronzers. I have Honey Glaze and I have Teddy. I also love how they have the gold packaging. They're just so cute. This one is Honey Glaze number 4. And a lot of times I like to mix the two and they just look so good on my skin. Ooh, 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 love them, okay? I love them. This one is Teddy number 5 right here. So this one's like more cooler, this one's more warm. Mix them together, they make the perfect shade. Or wear them separately, they're the perfect shade. I don't know, do what you want, but either way, they're the perfect shades. I love them so much. Then I picked up the cream blushes. I picked up 4 out of the 6 I think she came out with, and I don't know where the 4th one is, but here are 3 of them, okay? This one is in Rose Latte or Rose Latte. Y'all know that's like my color, okay? That's like my blush color right there. This one is in Cool Berry. This is another one, my blush color. It's like my spirit animal blush, whatever. This one is in Summertime Wine. Very, very gorgeous. You guys have seen me apply these multiple times in multiple videos and multiple tutorials, and I'm not sick of them yet. Now I do have a bronzer here that I probably could have left in the store. This is the Kosas bronzer in the shade Deep. It's a warm, dark bronze. And it's just a little too deep for my taste. This is a baked bronzer, has a little bit of like shimmer in it. It's a very gorgeous bronzer. I just don't use it very often. I also have a lot of bronzers and bronzers that I like more than this one. So I don't reach for this as much as I need to. I want to. This reminds me of those Milani bronzers back in the day. Y'all remember those big Milani bronzers they used to have back in the day? Like, this reminds me a lot of those. It's a nice bronzer, but it's too deep, and I just have something that I like better. All right, next up, the Patrick Ta Double Take Cream and Powder Blush. This one's in the shade She's That Girl. You know what? I thought I would use the crap out of this, but I don't. I thought it would be really nice because it was a duo, and I was like, oh, I can just do the cream, then I can put the blush on top. It's gonna be beautiful. I used it for a little bit this summer, and then I kind of just like pushed it in the back of the drawer and didn't touch it again. So you open up the little, I love how it's separated though. You open up the little like door here, and you have the cream, and then you have the powder right here. Yeah, I just don't really reach for it. I wish I did because it's really nice. I just don't. So that was kind of a waste of $30. We're gonna try to use up some of these products, you know, but that was kind of a waste of $30 if I'm being honest with myself. Okay, something that I don't use very often, but I don't think it was a waste. Would I repurchase it? No, but I'm happy I have it. That's kind of my feeling on this. And it's this palette right here. This is the ABH Mini Pro Pigment Palette Volume 3. Now, look at the colors. Y'all know I'm not really a colorful girl. However, I have done a few more colorful looks in 2020, all right? So I feel like this is a palette that I could pull out and be like, oh, I need this shimmery shade, or I need this red shade or this coral shade for a specific look, but maybe I won't pull this out every single time I'm trying to do something, you know? So this is one of those accent palettes that is nice to have. It's not necessary, but I think I got it like on clearance for like $14. So for $14, I'm happy I bought it. Now, if I'd have spent like the $30 on it, probably not. But the $14, I'm happy with it. Another product that I can't seem to find, I don't know if I lost it in the move or what, but it's this guy right here. It's the Hourglass Strobe Lighting Palette. That was a waste. That was a waste. I'm probably not going to use that very often. I've used it a couple of times, and yeah, that's it. It's nice. It's nice. I just don't use it very often. And I love Hourglass products. I really got into them in 2020, and I bought that, and I kind of knew I wasn't gonna love that, I feel like, because I don't know if I really love Hourglass's highlighting formula. I love their powder formula. I love, you know, the blush formula, but the powder highlighter formula I just don't know if that's for me. Like, I liked it at first, I feel like, but then the more I used it, I just don't know if that's for me. But even still, I can't find it. So yeah, once I find it, I mean, I'll try to use it some more and see. And if not, I may just sell it or give it away or whatever. But yeah, no. Last but not least, I did buy the Givenchy. This is the Prism Libre Matte Finish and Enhanced Radiance Loose Powder in number 5. I love this. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. This powder is so smooth on the face. It's very blurring, doesn't give you any coverage, but it's just that nice finishing powder. It's also a great touch-up powder if you're out. I don't know how good it is to touch up with the loose powder, you know. I like, who's gonna take this thing in their purse when you can just have a nice pressed compact. However, I have touched up with the powder while I was in my home, like at home in between like video filming and stuff, and it does a really great job of touching up. So maybe if you got a little container you want to transfer some of it in and try it like that, that would be good. But such a nice powder. It's beautiful. It's expensive because it's Givenchy, but it's a very beautiful powder, and I'm so happy I bought it. Alright, you guys, so that is all for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Once again, if you want to see me do this video with Ulta, then just let me know down below and I will totally get that out for you guys. This video was fun to do. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I love you so much, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.